Hello, my name is Jessica Carr, and I am going to teach you today about how to make online learning personable. First, I want to begin by letting you know that I am basing this lecture off of the article 7 Tips to Create Personal Learning Paths in E-Learning, written by Christopher Papas. The link is right here if you want to copy and paste it into your web browser and read more information about this lecture. So, where to begin? Learner preferences. To make online learning personable, you need to figure out each learner's preferences. That means how in the world do they like to learn? So one way to start this is to provide students with a choice. This is really big in online learning. So this means which activities do your students choose to participate in? This will help you to pinpoint each student's learning style and needs. Consider the overall learning goal. So when you're beginning to create your online course, you want to keep in mind the course's essentials and blend that in with the needs and wants of each learner. Empowerment is so important. You really want to make sure you provide opportunities throughout the course that make the learners in control of their learning. Allow them to choose how they learn and when they learn the content. This again is talking about student choice, allowing them to decide how they want to do their activities, either through video, maybe they want to write it down, type it out, create a Powtoon, whatever works best for them, just allowing them to feel like they're in control of their learning and how they're learning it. Stress the importance of online self-assessments. Tell your students to test their own knowledge, comprehension, and progress. Provide them with a self-grading rubric and allow them to fix any mistakes they make. Most importantly, remind them that you are there for support. So I would really like to stress also at the beginning of your course, provide your students with your email or the virtual office, explain what that is, so that they can feel like they can contact you whenever they need it when they have questions about the course. Create periodic milestones. Provide learners the chance to check their progress along the way in your course. A good example of this is providing a checklist each week of the course so that students can remember exactly what is due on which day. So a great example of this is on my Blackboard course. You can see on the left-hand side that I have my own checklist that I've made for you guys for this online course. That way you constantly know, okay, when is everything due? What do I need to do? And this can help you to feel more comfortable and confident in your learning. Cater to multiple different learning styles. You can do this by providing a wide range of online activities and exercises. So you really want to allow your students to choose what is best for them. So for example, your auditory learners. Provide virtual lectures like this one I'm creating right now so that they can listen to the content that they are trying to learn. For the visual learners, you can provide videos for them to watch and learn that way. For your students who prefer to read, provide more text-based modules or articles for them to read, and just make sure that you have all these different options so that students can really pick, okay, this is how I want to learn this content because this is what I like most. You want to offer immediate constructive feedback. Whenever a student completes an activity online, discussion posts, exercise, whatever it is, make sure to respond with positive, supportive, and constructive feedback immediately. Do not take a long time to respond. This can make the student start to feel distant and alone in their learning. It will also make them feel less motivated. Okay, this is one thing I learned a lot from the article by Christopher Papas, which is learning pathways offer invaluable data. So online, there are different learning management systems that allow you to closely examine the learning path of a single learner. So it shows you data of what different sites your student has been on, how are they doing each activity, which way are they learning the content? Are they watching videos? Are they reading different articles? So this learning management system online really shows you this, so that way you can make sure you are creating activities that really meet your learners' needs and wants. You can also create videos or podcasts of yourself, create video lectures like this one I'm doing, record your voice explaining directions to an assignment, create a podcast. When you do this, it helps your learner to feel comfortable and know that they are not alone in their learning. You are right there with them. Collaboration with peers. This is also really important. Create group projects where your learners are getting to know one another. They understand they are not alone in their learning. And this helps your students to feel more connected in an online class because it can get really hard when you're taking online courses, as everyone knows. You have this computer screen and you don't see people right in front of you like in a face-to-face lecture. So, creating group projects helps take down this barrier and help your students become more engaged. Okay, so here's my reference. It's just of that article I told you about in the beginning. And I want to really stress the importance of why we are going over this topic because if your students are not feeling connected personally in your class, then engagement is going to go out the window. In order to make students feel engaged in an online course, this is one thing we need to talk about because it is that important. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned a lot.